Yo, Straight Facts, homie. It's your boy Kid. We back at it again. You know what time it is, man. I got the crew with me. Got a special guest on the show for y'all for this episode. You know we're gonna have to do a big for this one.
Alright, so what's up, guys? My name is Dark, and today we're gonna talk about the top 5. So what is top 5? It's basically the starting 5. Like, that's what it is. Like, you got a group of girls and that you're talking to, and it's basically like your core group. So that is your top 5, and like each person has their role. So obviously every girl is gonna have their role, and they have to accept their role. But and if they don't, might have to get cut from the team, man.
Look, cause this is the thing. The whole thing is just basically a basketball analogy. We the owners, y'all the players, and you gotta understand. Cause we trying to help you right now. We trying to help you get that big contract. You gotta understand your role. You gotta understand what you gotta do to get there. Cause most of y'all, you on the bench right now. Honestly, you on the bench. You might get a few minutes, but you acting like you deserve a huge contract, all these endorsement deals, commercials, blah blah blah. You don't need all that right now. Focus on your game, and we gonna get you there.
We can break it down like. Let me give you the basic layout. See, the point guard, that's the one. That's the one right there. That's your go-to when you know everything else fell. That's the one. That's the potential wifey. She control the team. Everything goes through her. Everything is her. If any IG picture would appear, it will be her and no one else. So know your role. If you ain't the point guard, don't be asking for nothing. Let me go to the shooting guard. That's the flashy one. That's the one that's gonna drop you 40 out of nowhere. Like she competing with the point guard sometimes, and even on some teams she is the point guard, but like she's like the wild and the crazy one. You never know what you're gonna get from that. And then you get down to the small forward.
Small forward is the do it all. If you a small forward, some days you might get wifey treatment, some days you might get stoddy treatment. It depends how I'm feeling. Some days I need you to rebound, run the floor only. Some days I need you to drop 20 points for me tonight. And then some days I just need you to be a good teammate and help the other people get to a certain level. You're the utility person. You feel me? Some days I might see you at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Some days I might see you at 4 o'clock at night. You just gotta accept that role, you heard?
Basically, the 4. Look, man. Like, you have to be on a block sometimes, and you have to do something. You have to like.
Ooh, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You have to do some things. Like, some things that a point guard can't do because she can't be put out there like that. Like, a point guard can't do that stuff. A shooting guard can't do that stuff. But you're the 4. You're a big man. Like, you need to be on the block doing
Don't get me wrong though. There's some athletic ones that can step outside the paint, so don't get your hopes down too soon.
That's a fact. Look, the 4 though. Back in the day, the 4 they used to be bruisers. They used to just bang in the paint. So that means you was only getting smashed out and you was getting no love. Now they got 4s that can shoot 3. So that means occasionally I might buy you a burrito or something to give you hope that to give you a little love. That's what a 4 is.
That's what we get.
And if you really nice, I might get you something for your birthday, like a little a ring pop or something. If you dirt with the foot in the air, you feel me?
The 5 is the nitty gritty, getting rebounds all game. You feel me? That's your man to do your dirty work. That's what the 5 is.
Don't get it twisted. Arguably, any analyst will tell you the 5 is arguably the most important position. So don't put yourself down.
But at the same time, you gotta understand your role. You feel me? Most 5s, I don't expect you to drop that many points. Get boards, do the dirty work for me.
Your name will never be heard.
You gotta understand you are important. But that's all I can do.
Your name will never be heard. Ever. When we win the chip, we will never talk about you in the documentary. That's just how it is.
The 5 is a joint you don't tell your mans about.
Ever. But you are the foundation. When it's on D and we need to stop, we going to you no matter what. Yeah. Trust me, you are the most important. Don't matter what happens. Just because they on IG with the fame, they don't mean nothing. I'm coming to you when it's time.
The 6th man now. Look, talk about the 6th man. Look, the 6th man is just as important as anybody on the starting 5. Because if you can fit into any role of the starting 5. Look, honey, I might have to. You might make it into the starting rotation. You just have to work. But another thing is,
look at James Harden.
Like he was a 6th man. He was a 6th man behind Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. And now the Rockets is his team. He is the star. He is a star player. He is a star player on the Rockets. He's doing his thing. So, ladies, don't
have big dreams.
Don't stop putting in work.
The 6th man is the side chick for right now. Like right now, y'all not getting that much love on the holidays. You heard? You don't get nothing special. Your parents don't get met or none of that. But if you keep grinding and you in the gym every night, giving top off, and every time you want it, you might become something. You heard? I see the potential.
You might work up to that, James Harden. Work on that Euro step. Work on that.
But don't lose the motivation. Just because you the sixth man doesn't mean you automatically gonna get into the starting five. Look at Jamal Crawford. He got like 3 6-man awards. Like at some point you gotta upgrade to keep the motivation. Just because you right there and you so close doesn't mean you're gonna automatically get thrusted into the starting lineup. Come on, sweetheart.
Look, one thing in life you can't do is settle. It's not good. Being good is not good enough. That'll get you Drew Gooden.
And y'all need to understand, us as men, we are trying to build a solid team. Like we are trying to win a championship right here. Like, I'm gonna talk about the franchise tag now. If someone is out here doing Steph Curry numbers, I will put a franchise tag on.
Hell yeah.
I will put it. Honestly, listen to me.
But look. This is the most important point. This is such an important point because we talking about Steph Curry. How many Steph Currys are there? We talking about honest ambition, but I need y'all to understand. Most likely, if you watch this video, you're not Steph Curry. You're not LeBron. You're not Kobe. You're not KD. You need to understand this. Play your role. Okay. Again, we talking about honest ambition. Maybe you'll get there, but at this time, you're not KD. Calm down.
Now that you guys know what the roles are, play your role. Stop trying to hog the ball. There's other people involved. Stop thinking selfishly. If you have aspiration to be Curry, you need to work like Curry. You can't be working like someone in the D League. Come on, what are we talking about?
Come on, man. Look, just cause like you said, just cause you're not working hard enough, like if you're not putting in that work, I'm not going to give you the minutes. Like we talk about practice, bro. Like practice. It's not.
You can check the numbers. Do your Googles. Look, man, it's a lot of females out here, way more than guys. Look, a lot of dudes out here, they suspect they gay. That's out the condom. So they going to jail. So that takes away a lot of them. They dying early. So that takes away a lot of them. So you only got this much percentage of a dude who gonna do anything that you might even remotely want. So the pickings are real slim. So if you out here giving attitude that's unnecessary, if you out here not cooking, not cleaning, I don't care if I live with my parents. Come over and cook and clean for me. You heard? If you out here not doing that stuff, you will not be a franchise player. You will always be a role player. You feel me?
There's 30 teams in the NBA, right? There's how many thousands of millions of dudes out here dreaming to make it to the NBA. That's what you gotta understand.
Matt, piggyback what he said. There's only 30 teams in the league, bro. It's 15 roster spots max per team. So if you do your Googles, so if you do 30 times 15, that's 450, right? And there's millions of dudes trying to go to the league. That's what it is with y'all females. So my thing is, what you gonna do? You either gonna be part of the NBA, or you gonna be that person playing street ball talking about I could have been, I should have been. And how you about to act? You feel me?
NFL. Oh yeah, I'm not Josh Norman. Know your worth. Know your worth. You was on a championship team. 1 second away from a championship. And you don't want to take the money that's being given to you. You in a good situation already. And you gonna leave to go to the Skins? Know your worth. Know your worth.
I don't condone that. I'm a Redskins fan to the Grizzlies. I don't condone.
Like I was saying earlier, we're just trying to teach you how to really glow up and to be a Steph or again, most of y'all not ever gonna be that, but
Ever.
we gotta understand how to raise your game, how to get that big contract. You don't have to only produce, you have to produce consistently. No sports player is good for they're not only good for 1 year and then they get the big contract. You gotta work consistent. Sherm, Pat P balling out their whole careers. They didn't get the contract to the 4th year. You the best corner in the league for what, at least 2-3 years. You ain't get a contract you gotta understand, you gotta produce consistently. Cause Joe's be out here, oh yeah, I ain't done nothing in a while, blah blah blah, and expecting just a treatment of me. Like, calm down. Slow your roll. You gotta produce consistently.
So you gotta make sure you're on your P's and Q's all the time. They know he wifed me, so I can be cool now.
Like you said, know your contract. You need to know who you are. Like, know your role. Like, that is so important. Cause if you think you're a point, like, ask coach. Ask coach, bro. Just ask him. Be like, hey, coach, how many shots do you want to put up a game? Because if you put up more shots and you don't like produce, it's not gonna be good for you.
I'm tired of these centers trying to jack threes. Stop that. Know your shot, know your role.
Like, come on. Like, if you get yanked in the middle of a game, it's because you acting up.
Exactly, God.
We try to help you. I'm trying to build a team.
It's a team.
It's about the team.
Exactly. You can't put yourself in front of the team just because you got yanked. Who knows? Someone else might step up on the bench and produce. And if we win, we win. It's not about you. It's like, there's different, like, you don't have to be a certain mode. Like, you could be a Steph Curry and pull up from 3. Or you could be the aggressive Westbrook who like to get down and dirty. Like, you don't have to follow a specific mode. I'm telling you.
Young guys.
Another thing, all these big names coming up, but one time a guy's gonna find him a Jeremy Lin. And you're gonna be a star. Just know your time is coming.
Be happy for that moment.
When that time comes,
you gotta be ready.
You got to produce. You have to be that wow factor, and then you put in the starting lineup. You take over the state. Like, it's over. Like, females, we know you do this too. So don't act like we're oblivious to your shenanigans. Like that shit.
Nah, y'all females, y'all got the starting 55. The full NFL. Y'all got the NFL.
This is probably the biggest one that it's part of the contract when you sign it that you have to do press. So when you do press, you have to talk good about your teammates and the team. So when you break up with your man, don't go talk crazy about him, because you still technically was part of his team. He gave you the opportunity. So promote him in a positive light and don't shit on him. You feel me? It's part of the contract.
Exactly, because when you go out and do such negative things, now no other team wants you. Now no other team wants anything about you. Now you damage goods. Think about your own future and move professionally.
We talked a lot to the females, but we gotta talk to the rest of the league too. All these dudes out here, that's fucking up the market. Giving the average players these huge contracts for what?
I honestly, just because she is giving you what you want, that doesn't mean she is that great. So many better things for you to don't give her that franchise tag right away. Franchise tag happens to who? Steph just got a franchise tag 4 years into the league. Like, you need to be.
You met this joint last week. And she already got the tag. What does that mean? That holds no weight, bruh. You're ruining the game. You're fluctuating the market.
It's hurting the whole league when you do dumb shit like that. When you giving, alright, because we're gonna go back to the NFL. If you giving Byron Maxwell $56 million, then my third string gonna win a big contract. Like, we don't need that in the league.
Hey man, you already know. Check episode 1 to episode now. We gonna be thugging forever. You heard? But look, man, everything, we talked a lot in code, but all y'all females, y'all get the gist. And if you don't watch Sports Center, you'll get the gist. But yeah, man, just be happy to be part of a team. Hey, be part of my team, you heard?
After all this, just to the females, y'all just gotta understand your role. Understand you could glow up, raise in the roster, but just understand your role. Understand what you gotta do to get that big contract.
I don't want you guys to think badly of us because of this. Like, this is life. Like, this happens. Don't be scared. Like, it's gonna happen. So just know your role, do your best, and one day you can ball out like Steph.
In the book of Cape, page 37, it says, "Thou shalt be grateful. Thou shalt know thy worth, and thou shalt not be a sinner. For thou shalt be grateful, sweetheart. If you the 7th man and you looking at the point, you can't look at the point guard. You have to be happy that you're on the team. Sweetheart, if you the center, you can't get mad at somebody else shooting threes. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I told you at the beginning, you are arguably the most important. You are the foundation of the team. Because everybody can have a flashy point guard. But if they don't got nobody down low getting the boards, you're not gonna win the chip. So sweetheart, know your role. And thou shalt need not be a simp. My dudes, stop giving Brian Maxwell these big contracts, these no-name, who or she. Like, come on, you messing up the whole game. Like, the promposals, like, we don't need to do this at all. At all. Straight facts, homie, man. But, you know, I would never get involved in any nonsense they're talking about. I don't partake in this nonsense. Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. I don't know what they were talking about this whole show. But like, yo, straight facts, homie. We gonna get back to you with some more videos. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. Get in the comment box. All that. Straight facts, boy.